property values. Something like this is going to devalue my property. How do we navigate that?
Good point.
Lots of uses have negative impacts on property values. The activities that people may engage in on the site.
That is going to negatively impact the property value. We could have the most beautiful building in the world, and it's going to be impacted by the services that are provided.
For enforcement when behaviors or whatever happens in the surrounding area did Augusta adopt any specific things?
That would make like the operator or the property owner liable?
Well, not just the property owner, but I think it's important to make the inhabitants also responsible.
I don't think there's anything in the current ordinance that would obligate a resident or a client or a guest.
I want people to be comfortable with what is being proposed for their neighborhood, not just the building, but whatever is going into that building.
Concerns about needles, drug use in the community, could be people picking through people's trash. I mean, you could interpret that any number of ways.
Well, I mean, I'd suggest the board think about it like a pharmacy. Pharmacies are subject to conditional use under the city's ordinance in certain districts. And I don't know that the planning board would necessarily attach some condition requiring people who have the flu and are going in to buy Tylenol to use a separate entrance or to maintain a certain distance or to otherwise control their activities on the site in the interest of neighborhood.
I think that's not a good analogy.
So my take on this is the neighbors have no say.
I think it's certainly appropriate to allow members of the public to come forward and speak their concerns. Where it would become inappropriate would be to take sort of the discussions or the concerns that I referenced before about, the activities of the people on the property, any type of use that involves a protected or a, protected population or classification of individuals. Shelters deal with vulnerable populations, people with substance use disorder, that would, entitle them to protection. So when you're dealing with the application of zoning standards to those populations or to uses involving those populations, it's important that the standard in question relate to the use itself and not characteristics of the individuals that will be using that service.
So it doesn't matter what type of shelter that goes into the neighborhood, as long as they meet that criteria of building specifications, lights or shrubbery or this or that. But the neighbors really don't actually accept that in their neighborhood, where the planning board is going to say, yes, you can put that building up there as long as you meet all this criteria right here, but the heck with the neighbors. Basically is what you're saying.
I don't think that's what I'm saying.
Well, it sounds like it.
I agree.